I think this evening what I would like to do is examine this thing called the journey into becoming a conscious person. From the angle of, what is this journey? Why does it matter to you or to anybody else? What are you looking for? When you think about being on this journey to becoming a conscious person, what are you after? What exactly are you after? Would you know it if you found it? And would it make any difference to the world for you to be what you might think of as a more conscious person? What is consciousness? And as we look at a world that is going into more madness, is it all the more important that you go all that deeper into yourself? There was a time in history, and not so long ago, like in just 50 years ago, and then the history from 60 years ago and previously, where the changes in the world were conducted largely through fists and force. One of the signatures of our time and from the future, and for the future onward, and this is just step into these thoughts, is that change is initiated on the non-physical level. That the greater change begins in the world of thought to form. As I noticed the dynamic in the holistic world and our world, we like to apply that idea to health and to illness, but we don't apply it to world changes. We don't apply it to politics. We don't apply it to global crises. We don't apply it to mechanical healing, as in look at the crises happening in Egypt or that part of the world. We don't apply it to the mystical truth that what is in one is in the whole. We have just learned to apply it to a tumor in our body. So when we talk about becoming conscious, what are we talking about? We call consciousness a journey because it is a step-by-step awakening to what? So many times along the way, I hear people talk about being a seeker. I'm seeking something. I'm seeking something. And I wonder how many of you can relate to the idea that I'm looking for something, but I don't know what. How many of you? Can you relate to that? That something's compelling me. And for a while there, the popular phrase of the day, the soup du jour, was highest potential. I'm looking for my highest potential. Any of you find it? Any of you find it? Did you find your highest potential? And then there was the popularity of looking for meaning and purpose. How about it? Anybody? Did you find any meaning and purpose? Okay. Because did you know what you were actually looking for? What does meaning and purpose look like to you? You had no idea what you were looking for. So you kept seeking it along the way. Is this meaning? I think I'll take a seminar on meaning and purpose. And you walked out as blank as when you walked in. Maybe it's self-esteem. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. And then you decided that maybe it was actually a job. I don't know. Maybe it was a job. Or maybe it was what? The truth is, you will seek and seek until you identify that what you're actually looking for is courage. You are actually looking for courage. to live a congruent life. You're actually looking for the capacity and the strength to make the kind of choices that a conscious person makes in life. And what are those choices? You're actually looking to become the person you're looking to become. Did you hear what I just said to you? You're looking for the courage to actually become the very person you are seeking yourself to be. Without fear. You're actually looking for the courage to be able to respond to the intuition you're trying desperately to develop that's already developed. You don't need to develop your intuition. You need to stop betraying your intuition. And that's what takes courage. You need to stop fearing the consequence of what happens if I speak up for myself and consciously admit to myself that I'm conscious of the stress in my body. What is consciousness? Conscious of yourself and the signals in your biology. Conscious of the signals in your soul. What does it mean to be conscious? It means to grow in the consciousness of the absence of congruence in yourself and how powerful it is to come into your own integrity. And I'm almost afraid to do this. I'm not kidding you. I'm almost afraid. But you'll tell me if I fall. I'm going to tell you about somebody that absolutely changed my life. And you never know when these moments are going to happen or how they're going to hit you. And how one person can reorder everything that you thought you understand, and it comes in like a depth charge. And there's two things that the study of what it means to be a conscious person and the power of it. Does it matter? What you do, what you say, what you think, does it matter? With every day that I study this, I realize all the more how important everything you do is. But it becomes all the more frustrating to me because I don't know how to communicate that. It was easier for me when I didn't realize what I realize about you. It was easier for me to teach the subject in a huge general way than to now know what I know about each human being, each of you. To realize what I do now, which is how extraordinarily powerful, and I am so not speaking to your ego. And if any of you knows me, you know that is not my style. The last thing I do is feed the ego within you. But if I could get through to you at the level that you are seeking, which is that rich level of your authentic self, and to brush away the terror you have of stepping in to your power, not in the way I've seen people do it. Here we go. I will stand up. I can do this. Not in the way I've seen people do.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?